Well, joining us with more is Dan Geltrude, Geltrude Company founder. Good to see you, Dan. So did you ever imagine we would get to this point? How did we get here?
No, I didn't. And really, my firm is nothing special in this regard, in that we're at a point where it's not just about our ability to grow as a firm. It's about being able to handle the current workload. Over the last 2 years, 300,000 accountants have left the profession. So that leaves a huge hole here to be filled. And as you know, regulations and rules just keep increasing. So there's more responsibilities on accountants to get their work done, yet we have significantly less people to do the work. So it's really become a problem, and the solution really is twofold. First, more use of technology to the greatest extent possible, and then an international solution in trying to bring people on board that can help supplement our U.S. workers.
So then, Dan, as we talk about technology then, is it about getting more assistance for current accountants, or is it about more reliance on some of these apps and these other services that are becoming available?
Well, I think what's happening here is there is a level of work that certainly can be automated, and technology can step into that. However, there is always a human factor in terms of reviewing the work. And then also there's that consultation piece with clients. It's about strategizing, and that's something that you really can't replace with technology. So there's certainly still a huge demand for accountants throughout the country. It's just a matter of how you use those resources and then how you supplement that with technology along with international help.
And Dan, you've called this a crisis and a real threat to capitalism. Why are accountants retiring so quickly, and how might we see this play out?
Well, let me go straight to what the potential crisis is. So if you don't have enough accountants to get all the work done, as well as auditors, how does that play out? Well, first and foremost, you start to say, okay, can all the tax returns that need to be filed on a timely basis, can all that work get done? The second piece of that, and perhaps even more potential for damage to the U.S. financial system, is what happens if you don't have enough auditors in order to be able to timely file all the SEC filings for all these public companies. Because once there is a crack in the credibility of the work being performed, the timeliness and the quality of the work, what happens? Investors start to question whether they can rely on the financial information that they're seeing, for which they're making their investment decisions on. And if we ever get to that point, and we're not there yet, but we're moving in that direction, that's when you have a true financial meltdown.
And who would you say is most at risk? Is this smaller firms more at risk of this versus, say, some of these bigger institutional companies?
Well, actually, it's across the board, whether it's a large international firm or your smaller local firms. Everybody is feeling the same pain. So clients are clients. The big firms have big clients, and public companies, certainly it's a threat there, as I just outlined, related to SEC filings. And then as you go down to the local firms, you expect that your accounting firm or your tax preparer is going to be able to get your taxes filed on time, or filed at all. Maybe they just simply can't take on more work. So large or small, this problem has the potential to impact everyone.
And Dan, I know we talked solutions perhaps when it comes to technology, but what about sort of overseas hiring as well? Would that be enough to offset the risk of the shortage of accountants here?
Well, it's certainly part of the solution. Is it 100%? No, because what you also have is there's so much hiring going on internationally. We're starting to get to the point where, are there even enough accountants around the globe? So again, I don't know why people are not drawn to the accounting profession. It's certainly a great profession and a very honorable profession. However, it just seems that people are shying away from it.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't sound like the most glamorous of professions, especially, you see everyone on TikTok, you don't really hear them gravitating towards accountancy, but there you go. There are openings, clearly, that people should be paying attention to. Dan Geltrude, always good to have you. Geltrude Company founder, thank you for joining me this morning.